Hey there, and welcome to another closer up video. This ship is kind of lengthy, so it's difficult to put it in, when I put it in this angle to get a very close look. So let's go like this. Let's zoom in a little bit. Yeah. So this is the Andorian Battlecruiser, the ISS. Is it the ISS? Sorry, the IKS Kumari, and the Andorian Battlecruiser is also called as the Kumari class, I believe. So the Andorian Battlecruiser was a type of warship in service with the Andorian Imperial Guard during the mid 22nd century. We've only seen this ship in all its glory in quite a few episodes of Star Trek Enterprise, because that's when they really fleshed out the Andorians. So the first ship of this class is the Kumari and was commanded by none other than Commander, and now I'm going to butcher his first name, Tilek Shran, but we only know him as Shran. We only called him as Shran. A wonderful actor. So, that's basically where we've seen this particular ship. And Shran commanded it from 2141 to 2154, I believe. That's towards the end of the series. So since the launch in the 2140s, several Andorian warships of this type has been reported missing. When the Enterprise NX-01 was attacked by the Romulan drone ship disguised as an Andorian battlecruiser, Shran suggested that the Tellarites may have been responsible, using one of these missing ships after enhancing its systems. So that's in the episode in Enterprise as Babel 1. Okay, so let's turn her on the side so you can get a much better look at it. In 2154, several Andorian battlecruisers were incorporated into an Andorian Tellarite Vulcan fleet, which consisted of some 128 ships, formed in response to a Romulan marauder that threatened the entire region. And in the Mirror Universe, the Andorian rebels utilized this cluster vessel to engage the Terran fleet in 2155. Okay, so the battle cruiser was considered more rugged than the design utilized by contemporary, Earth ships. Like all Andorian combat vessels, the Andorian battle cruiser was constructed using a significant quantity of uranium alloy. Despite the vessel's fairly large size, and it is a long ship, it was crewed by a complement of only 86 Andorians. In comparison, Starfleet's smaller NX class had a standard complement of 83. And of course, during the whole Zindi mission, they had, I believe, around 20 or 40 Makos. 40 Makos, I believe. Okay, you have a central spine over here, and it got the forward hull containing several decks. The central spine gradually narrowed towards the aft section of the ship, where it connected two vertically stacked warp nacelles. Those are these. Located midway down the spine was a pair of forward served wings, which contained the impulse engines and defensive systems. Right now, okay, it may not be very apparent when I show it to you in this way. However, if we were on ground level, face to face against the ship, she actually reminds me a lot of the Klingon bird of prey. That's pretty much apparent especially when you compare them side by side. And on my shelf, I really do have that, so I might do a comparison video a little later. All right, let's see. Defensive systems: formidable array of particle cannons composed of multiple forward cannon emplacements, port and starboard wing emitters, as well as dorsal and ventral emitters capable of firing in 180-degree arc. The cannons on the wings may contain multiple emitters or an array based on observations that the beams were emitted from various points on their surfaces. Okay. So it certainly did have an advantage over other less advanced vessels of this era due to its utilization of deflector shield technology. Nevertheless, this class was somewhat susceptible to attacks directed towards its shield generators. It was located distant from the vessel's power grid, leaving it vulnerable to attack. So apparently during that time, the Andorian technology was considered to be more advanced than Telluride technology. What else? I don't really remember too much about the interior. The bridge is pretty similar to what you see in a lot of bridge designs on Star Trek. Usually, they operate with a crew of just 5 people. Um, all the primary mission operatives and all the other stuff is controlled from the bridge. The design was not unlike layouts used on Earth or Klingon vessels. Uh, what else? And they had an inverted half-moon shaped view screen located on the forward bulkhead directly in front of the ship's side-by-side helm and navigational consoles. And of course you had the captain's chair. So it's like pretty much, and yeah, Strand also had a ready room located adjacent to the bridge and providing the commanding officer with a private place to conduct ship's business. The ready room on board the Kumari had a large view screen located on the bulkhead. Okay, that's probably something that was different. They had an interrogation room. They had cargo bays, of course. So you only heard of the Kumari. There are several um, Andorian Battlecruisers that you see in the series. Telev's Battlecruiser. That's it. So, but none of them have any names. So, unfortunately, we don't really get to see too much of Andorian's ship. But this one is pretty awesome. So, I like this one a lot. Wish it was a little bigger. I've been saying that about a lot of ships, but yeah, it still did come out very well. Because it's lengthy, I guess it does take care of some of that. So, but yeah, she is an awesome ship. So thank you very much, guys. And Kumari for Indians, of course, Kumari basically means a maiden, and it's a name also given to some women in India or girls in India, I would say. So Kumari, the maiden, beautiful name for an Andorian ship. Especially the first of its design. So thank you very much, guys. This is going on pretty long. Thank you, and I'll see you soon. Bye.